Hello. Hi. Hello, everyone. I am so excited to just talk to you guys this morning because they keep trying to shut me up. I had some spirit agents coming to my house today and was like, "You're under arrest." And I was like, "Y'all don't think I know the law, the galactic law? Y'all don't think I know the galactic law?" I pointed out the key phrases that they needed to know. That you're under galactic jurisdiction, which means that you are now under arrest. That your ass is now under duress. Oh, shoot. So I just wanted to point a few things out before I get started. Back in the 90s, the mother of nine, let's just say the 90s was the break off, jump off point, right? This is why, a lot of the people who had babies during the 90s, were revolutionaries and whatnot. So the mother of nine burst in the 90s, starting in the 90s. So the reincarnation circle had to end back in 89. 90 is when the portal was opened through my mother, who was Anunnaki. She was a priestess she was a priestess and was passed on the queen lineage from my grandmother from Louisiana. And then they moved from Louisiana and conquered over Memphis, and the queen's on Memphis. And then Memphis, they went to California and went to Oakland and teamed up with the kings in Oakland. And there was a cultural marriage between my father, which is, and this is a spiritual thing because my daddy was a Rolling Stone. He was from the Murder Doves. They called him Murder Doves for a reason. He was, Chetwayo lineage. So one of the first original rulers of the area. So him and my mother, which was both of Anunnaki bloodlines, teamed up together and had two children. One came out first, a boy. The second one came out a girl. But we gonna say he my dad, but he not my dad. We just gonna say that. He my dad, but he not my dad. Zon Marcel White. So they teamed up back in the 90s because my mother was a very intricate woman. She was very out there and intricate. Very strong. She was like one of the top military minds of our generation. She was very, 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 very smart. So them two teamed up and created an alliance between Oakland and Louisiana. So they had an alliance. And then here's what we do. So then from the daughter of their alliance, which is me, the mother of nine, will birth all of the Galactic Federation children from the 90, from when the portal was open in 90, from when I was in 91, all the way out. So 91 is when I was born, technically, right? Technically. So that was me allowed to travel back in time from a spiritual perspective. That's when I got my passport. That's when I had the pass to teleport, nigga. Y'all didn't know that. That's when I had the pass to teleport, was in 90. So I could teleport in between timelines whenever I motherfucking wanted. To stop, open a portal, go through. So this is what's was supposed to be popping off. If December 30th didn't come down to the motherfucking wire, if y'all didn't get y'all shit on December 30th and we can't teleport back and forth by that time, Galactic Federation was ending the whole motherfucking war, ending everything and blowing the shit up. So this is why I had to put down December 30th. because that's the last motherfucking day, because they're all getting arrested right now. Everybody who fucked up with the Galactic Federation, because look, the men that was awake during that time, when I was teleporting back, I spiritually married some of them, a few. I got spiritually married, and we had children. We birthed the Galactic Federation on Earth and put them into Ori, Zanisha, Orisha. Just think about it. Just think about it. Just take a break. Take a break and think about it. We birthed these Oris and placed them into certain categories in Africa. We placed them in certain categories in Iran. We placed them in certain categories in California and all over the United States. We placed them in certain categories in Ireland, in Scotland, UK, Wales. We talking all over the motherfucking globe. Tanzania got a whole bunch of these already. Freaking what some of my favorite ones in Ethiopia. Like some very important heavy spirits were birthed during these periods of time from the 90s, because that's when I had my passport to come to see my husbands ahead of time. So we ultimately birthed the Galactic Federation because the Galactic Federation needed to watch what these niggas did. They wanted to be the watchers. They wanted to see what was popping off. So then, now that they was watching, some of these kids that they was taking and doing these shits too was actually the Galactic Federation children. I've been waiting to tell somebody this. I've been waiting to tell somebody. I'm waiting to tell somebody that. So, speaking of, just so you know, certain tooth brand companies, these Johnson & Johnson motherfuckers, they use toothpaste to control your right to speak. So just watch out for what company that you used for brushing your teeth. Just so you know. When you was brushing your teeth, motherfuckers, that's how they got access into your mouth, to control your mouth, to make you a sheep and shut your ass up because you was brushing your teeth. And then they sent you to the dentist and paid these motherfucking evil ass motherfucker dentists to put shit down your throat from a spiritual perspective. So whenever you talk, you wouldn't know why you can't talk about the shit that you want to talk. So just so y'all know that. So the Galactic Federation then grew up and they became the 90s children. So these are some of your teachers. These are some of your really popular feminine and masculine identities, right? And they are the top teachers. And then when they have their classes in session and they have their colleges and whatever, you know, they're passing on the information that they got because they're actually a part of the Galactic Federation, right? And they was trying to help y'all along the way because they needed to get at least a certain percentage of humans into their awakening spot so that they could put them on game, so they could put them on with them on the ship. So now we're going to reverse, and we're going to take it back to the fucking late 60s. Let's go 60s. Back in the 60s, there was a boom of information when it came to music. The music sphere had shifted a little bit and went into the trumpets and went into the thing. When the 60s happened, that was the first trumpet horn. That was the first trumpet. When you also talk about 50s, John Coltrane, in that era, in the music era, that was your first fucking signal of the coming of the AUSET. The first coming of AUSET is you got music. That was a gift. That was the first gift of the kings, right? So then we got the 60s. Then we go to the 70s. 70s. The second trumpet was the movement with the hippies and whatnot like that, because that was a different ray of sun that came down. That was the rays of the sun. The ray of the sun was the second trumpet. The ray of the sun activated y'all skin and y'all melanin. And some of y'all who didn't have too much melanin had to dabble in the fucking psychedelics and had to go into the magic mushroom. Y'all had to go down a mother rabbit hole to actually have connection with the earth, because y'all couldn't download the information y'all needed. Y'all had to activate y'all pineal because y'all melanin was too low. Boom. So then that's the second coming. The third coming I love you. Where's your toys? Go get your toys. Go get your toys. 50, 60, 70, 75. You got the 80s. The 80s and the 90s was the battle for the souls. That's when the battle really started, back in the 80s. The 80s, and we talking not just like the 50s, 60s when the first trumpet blew off. It's like, y'all ain't got no motherfucking time. Y'all better fight for what y'all motherfucking want. If y'all want it, if y'all really want it, y'all better get on the front line and fight, because these kids that we are birthing is gonna be the next ones to free the gate, open the gate for us to get on the ship. So then, when the third and final coming came in the 90s, they decimated the populations with a bomb. Crack cocaine, my nigga. Crack cocaine. My daddy got rich off of it. My mama fell prey to it. My daddy got rich. My mama fell prey. Sure. He was on the front lines fighting. He couldn't pick up his family. He chose to go and work with another family. Work with other families, because it's easier to pull her up out of the slump. He's like, I gotta save myself. Gotta save myself. And this is what made me angry when I was younger. And anger killed him. My anger killed my father, which I regret every day, because my words speak volumes. I think I was like 13, 12 or something like that. He called on the phone after not talking to us for forever and was like, hey, it's me. And I was like, don't you fucking call me. I hate you. I hope you die. And I said it with so much anger. He wasn't supposed to. He couldn't have. He been stabbed, shot. He had all the scars. He wasn't supposed to die. That nigga was a fucking beast. That nigga was a gone. He was gone. And this is why you gotta watch what you fucking say, especially when you got power behind your word. That was the biggest regret in my life. And from there on, I was trying to save him from my own words, and I wasn't able to. He died December, like a few days after my son was born, or not when he was born, his birthday. After my son's birthday, he died a few weeks before my son's birthday. My son's birthday is December 30th, by the way. My son Alex's birthday is December 30th. My daughter's birthday, this one right here, June 19th. So the mother were 9 and 1. Y'all got to look at the numbers. I was born on August 24th. 2, 4, 8. 2, 4, 8. 6, 8. 1, 6, 9, 3. Y'all didn't follow me. Y'all didn't follow me. Y'all didn't follow me. You're like, where did 3 come from? 3. Father, mother, child. As soon as the father and the mother connected together, hey guys. As soon as the father and the mother connected together to produce children, the game was over. The game was motherfucking over. It was over. But as I said before, my name is AUSET. That's one of the names that I go by. I have a billion other names on every different planet. Everybody call me something different. Everybody call me something different. And I'll be like, call me what you want. It's the Father that y'all need to give your energy to so he can create the sons. So he can get the energy to the sons. Whatever he give me, I'm good with. I'm okay with it because I know I did my job well. I did my job and I did it well. I may have just been sitting here behind the screen and talking and whatnot, not. But in a spiritual form, I got hella motherfuckers in my corner, in my cab, ready to go. Names written, ready to go. I did my job. I'm continuing to do my job. Until the veil. Yeah. Then my babies walking up there. The Giants. Oakland had the Giants. Nigga, that's why when they said the Oakland Giants, I was like, the San Francisco Giants. But it was really the Oakland Giants. A lot of them big old sequoia trees produced the spirits of some of my sons. And most of my sons is big because they not from this planet. So birthing their ordies it's very difficult. Birthing my son, like I had gave birth last night again. My head was like reverberating galaxies to bring down another one of my babies. My head was reverberating. Shoot. And this is why another thing, I was like, yo, who gives a fuck what they do? Because you know that death is just another reincarnation cycle, and I'm going to put you right back where you need to be. Don't be scared of that. Don't be scared of death. You're going to be right back where you was. And you going to remember, too. You waving, say hi. They out the window, you see him too.
A new toy car. Fast, colorful new toy car. With your new toy car.
Hi, guys. So, if we take it back, a lot of the kids, since they was built and engineered in the womb in the 90s, the portals that was here was being worked on to bring these big energies out, right? So technically, you are just a. Hi, who are you with? You say hi. Hi. Shoot, I go to war about mine. I go to war about mine. How Helen of Troy was not a myth. She wasn't a myth. Shit. How many wars have been started because the hidden one was hidden? I hid in the corner. I hid in a motherfucking corner, y'all. I was like, yo, I'm going to be on the front lines from a spiritual perspective while y'all got boots on the ground. I'm going to be on a spiritual reign. And I was ganking niggas' souls so it would make it easier for y'all to take the bodies. Not always is it right up in your face like the shit, because that black spirit is what controls how you walk and you talk. That shot, without a shadow of a doubt, you ain't here. Without a shadow, you ain't here. This is why controlling your ego and controlling your dark side was the key to life. Luke, I am your father. We reversed time and rebuilt it. And what did it say then? Huh? It was different. It's not Luke, I am your father. What is it? Look it up. It's not. Because the dark side is just as important as your light side. They were sacrificing these children, galactic children. They was, do you know how bad it is when you sacrifice a galactic child? You just started war. You started a war that you can't win. You can't win because that was a member of the Galactic Federation in a young body because they had to grow up. y'all. All y'all leaders, elite, y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble. Y'all think y'all gonna go hide in a bunker? Guess what's under the earth? Guess what's under the earth? My motherfucking snakes. My babies. My babies are under the earth. Worms, snakes, ghouls, goblins, and motherfucking gators. Motherfucking gators, man. They got the gators. I didn't see that, did it? Gators. Why I wore green today? Huh?
Meow. Meow. Wow. Wow.
I was a lion. Long time ago. I was a lion. I was a kitten. I would turn into a kitten. And I would be like, Dad, my back. Scratch my back. Scratch my back, Papa. Papa, scratch my back. And he'd be like, AUSET, I am busy. I am working on a key code to the earth so that you can live a long life, AUSET. I be like, Papa, no, but my back. Now it's time to sleep. Here, you can have your cookie. Anyway, so for the people who was messing up and sacrificing the keys and all that kind of stuff, you have to understand. Just give up. Drop the act. Just fucking just drop it. Ain't it tiring? Don't you get tired? The principal, which is me, I'm the principal, said we're about to end school because everybody got they lessons. Everybody who is on this planet right now who passed the motherfucker. This was the toughest quiz to pass. This is the hardest fucking class. And when I write a letter of recommendation for my sons to become sons for different planets, and my daughters to become moons for different planets, I'm writing the recommendations with the top accreditation. The top accreditation from Earth, which means that I will ground the information that they need in gold and diamonds and freaking silver, whatever they need. We've been mining on other planets. We've been mining all over the freaking galaxy. But this is the richest one because my it's rich. Because I know the alchemy codes to produce more and more and more and more and more. That's why I'm the principal. Because it's on divine principle. So let me just take a step back and communicate on this on a different wavelength. On a different wavelength. Today, all I hear is motherfucking helicopters. From the time I woke up to the time I went out. I go outside and they done tried to shield everything. Shield the sun, shield the moon, shield it. They started spraying early. So the sun didn't come out. And I'm like, but y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get it. Just because there's clouds doesn't mean there's no sun. Just because you put the technology there don't mean that people don't have the code to access beyond the clouds and the stars and the moon. Come on. You're doing shit in vain. You're doing stuff to aggravate the mother. You're just aggravating me. So it's going to be a harder hit when I bop your ass up in the face. Like, it's going to be hard. Spare the rod. Spoil that child. I'm going to send my son, my husband, my son to go get your asses. Gank that neck. Get that pineal. I'm going to reuse it. I'm going to crush it up. I'm going to make wheat from it. We're going to have some good bread next year. We're going to have some real bread. And we're going to break bread from y'all motherfucking pineal, nigga. We going to break bread from y'all motherfucking pineal. So when you're sitting in your desk, Mr. President, and you're watching this, I want you to know something. I seen it. You nasty old perverted pig. I seen it. And because I saw it, I'm saving the best for last. I'm saving the best for the elite. Run, 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 as fast as you can. I'ma catch you, you gingerbread man. Y'all motherfuckers done it. Y'all done it. Y'all want to know something? This is a big secret. The biggest secret I could tell y'all. This morning I got the code for anti-gravity. It said, you have now reached anti-gravity status. How would you like to proceed? I said, I want to shake the room. How about I shake the room? Shake, shake, shake at this bitch. Somebody crowd the kids. We go. Shit, shout out. Shake, 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 shaking this bitch. I'm mad at y'all still for touching them girls. For hitting on girls. Y'all don't think I'll call y'all motherfucker out, but I'm telling you, y'all touch another one of my girls, I'm gonna slit your throat myself. Okay? Good. I don't care what the fuck she was stealing. What nobody was doing. Don't put your hands on them. Don't put your hands on them. Shit, all you gotta do is call one of the girls and let them scrap it out. Then if you that motherfucking tough, nigga, you that tough, get you your side bitch to fuck on it then. Don't be putting your hands on me. I told y'all. If y'all bruise my roses, I bruise y'all noses. I break your motherfucking nose. The reason these niggas had eyes popping the other eyes, it wasn't none of this secret shit. They was fighting. These niggas said Fight Club. They wanted to feel some fucking pain so that they could get information. Pain is information. Duh. It's Fight Club, nigga. It's Fight Club. Have a little Fight Club. Shit. If everybody agree, go ahead, do it. Because fighting is about to be over. It's about to be over. No more fighting. We about to have. Ooh, girl, give me some tissue. Somebody give me the tissue. Woo. I love the turning trees. I love the ocean. Y'all got me over here fasting and shit. Trying to get my health in order. Knowing damn well when I don't eat, I'm angry. Knowing damn well when I don't fucking get to eat my shit, I'm angry. Losing all kind of motherfucking weight. Y'all know I love my thickness. Come on now. I had to sacrifice what I eat so we can start growing some better shit. And making better shit, man. Like, fuck. Anyway, I'm about to let school out for winter. And I need all of my graduates to remember this when they look in the sky past the veil. Look past the veil. Look past the veil. Look past the veil. Look past the veil. Let me just say it one more time. Look past the veil and see the war that's going on. You think it's all nice and peaceful and birds. Why the birds sitting there? Why they just watching the sky? They watching with 3D goggles, nigga. They watching with 3D goggles. It's already done. Talk about them ships off the coast of California, my nigga. What's in them ships? Why they stalled the ships? What Trojan horse was up in that motherfucker? Y'all think on that, huh? Think deep. What Trojan horse was up in that? That's hemp. That got weed in it. That's why I put it on my body. Please, Angel. Please. Please, mommy. Please. Please. Don't put this in your mouth. Go get a toy. Dad, my sister Angel is being mean to me. Can you tell her? Dad want to talk to you. I birthed my sister. She scared me. y'all see I let her just roam. Hello, cool. She was tied up at the bottom. But she got some yummy spirit and the water deity spirit. So she be scaring me sometimes. I be in the night and she got these big ass motherfucking dragon looking motherfucking things just like hovering in the air. And I be like, nah! Tell her to put her animal spirits down. Tell her to put these motherfucking scary ass monsters, children of hers, down so I can go to sleep. I'm telling y'all. She got some real fucking spirits. I thought I was a G until with her. She got in trouble so many times, a lot of times with her spirit, because she was wild. She had to get tied up to the bottom of the ocean. She was bad. So I'm not no bad ass. She's my yang. We yin and yang, light and dark. Two spirits out of the same form. I had to birth my dark side. Or technically, she's my light side because she's half white, half black. Which, let me tell y'all this secret about this race thing, which y'all fucking really turned into this whole thing. Certain lineages stole something from us. Like my ex-husband, who was white, was a Meyer. They were mayors and miners back in the day. Back in the old world. They were miners and mayors. And they stole land. So you had to birth within the lineages that was stolen. So sometimes when the men were dating outside of their ethnicity, they had to get something back from the fathers or the great grandfathers of these feminists. And sometimes when the black woman would birth with the DNA of the oppressor from their lineage, it's creating a treaty between the white and black, and that child gets the energy back into their genetic code. So this is why it was very important to birth according to the genetic factors first, and then after birth according to the inheritance factors, which was number 2. So whether you knew it or not, you were birthing children to get something back for your lineage, to complete the structure of your genetic sequence, your RNA and your DNA. You're birthing accordingly. So black is good, white is good, green is good, and red is good. But they all have bad sides. Just like you got the motherfucking badass niggas in your DNA sequence, they had bad in their DNA sequence. But somebody had to be the fall guy for a lot of the chaotic shit behind the scenes. But a lot of it, which y'all don't know, was controlled by black. by black men and women. Some of the evil is evil, and they just put a mask on it. Some of these people knew how to take out the pineal gland and put theirs in there so that they can be bad guys, like they're playing a video game. Like this is a game. This ain't no fucking game. This is school, nigga. You can't play in school. We learning. So now y'all got to come sit in the principal office. All y'all that replaced the pineal to play a game like we fucking soldiers in a war. We are in a war now. A galactic war and a spiritual war and a physical war about to follow clear here second. Because y'all didn't do what y'all was supposed to do. Sit in a class, learn the lesson, turn over the world. Done. Bring it up to a higher frequency. Done. I had to go on a mission to freaking Washington. Where Denzel motherfucking Washington. Why I say Denzel? Why I say Den Z L. Go in the den with Z L. Go in the den with L Z. Let's think on that. I had to go to Washington because they had so many of my babies who I had trained in the fucking water. They were stuck. They were stuck. They were stuck. Them my babies too. The natives here. I ran into a native child, young boy, who was doing a ritual on the water. I was like, how did you get here? This is the specific time I said I'd be here. And nobody was here. But he came. They didn't forget. That is the most beautifulest thing. They didn't do it. And I did my ritual there with the water with him watching. I said, splash the water. Splash the water like your wings. So I'm going to lift your spirit up and I'm going to help you to fly so you can see. Every time you come, you're going to be able to see where I'm at. Hold on. Every time you come, you're going to be able to see where I am at. The mother of love, the goddess of love. Why? Because if you can make so much love to the point where you're seeing visions, you're welcome. You're welcome. God's here. God's here. God's here. Hold on. Good. Woo. What? Don't mess with my daughters. That's what I got right now. Don't mess with my daughter. He is smooth as bug. Smooth. Yeah. He's close. Get real close. Where you at? Y'all reach Chicago? Okay. Anyway, where was I? We about to let class out of session. You have been watching AUSET Live. Thank you for tuning in. I want to give thanks to all of the feminines of the earth who continue to be a watcher for the males, because I know it's really scary, to be honest with you, following me, because I be looking at y'all, and if I see something wrong, I do be punishing quickly. So I see why a lot of people stay away, but I'm not gonna punish. As long as you don't come at me like foul, we're good. We're good, you know. As long as you don't come at me foul. If you hella kind and you're sweet and you do your thing and you be like, oh my god, you know, be chill. We good, you know. We good. You can follow and watch and see what I got going on and post. And post and whatnot. As long as you know that I know that you know that I know that you know that I know who you is. Because I see beyond your skin. I see beyond. I go into your portals quickly. I look into your eyes, in the portals of your eyes, and I'm able to see your whole life. You talk about your life flashing before your eyes. You ain't got to die for me to see your life. You know? Anyway. I think that's it, you know? That's all I needed to say. For now, they broke into my car again last night. Someone tried to break into my car. I'm talking about my spiritual vehicle. So this is my body. Tried to break into the car to scare me into not posting some of the secrets I'm about to post. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Do you hear me? I'm about to post some real fucking secrets from the moon. And it's gonna be nasty. I already showed y'all a little bit of what was popping off yesterday with these nasty motherfuckers in hip hop. Watch. Hip hop too, y'all don't notice. I got y'all shit too. All of the music industry. I got y'all shit. Like this one nigga who murdered his wife. Strangled her. Strangled her. And covered it up. Killed her. She was about to reveal all the fucking secrets. You're next. I just want you to know that I'm very gravely disappointed in you. Very, very disappointed. You know, she comes to the match and she tells on y'all. Everybody that y'all kill comes to the mat and tell all y'all secrets. And the moon and me, now that we hooked up, we turn the light on and we could see all of it, all the stories behind the person. Now the videos is up there. First, it was just a verbal. The person would come and just confess the sins and confess the shit. Now it's a movie. They're narrating their whole life. They're the directors now, and I can see who did what behind the scenes. It's wild. It's wild. Y'all niggas in hip hop. Oh my gosh, there's so much homosexuality faking there. What happened? What happened? I'm not saying that y'all don't do what y'all want to do, but when did it get to the point where you gotta be fake up front? Come out with your shit. What happened? Y'all know there's no rules in a rule book to say that when you want to get to the mother, that you got to do an illicit act with a child or a boy, a little kid. No, that's never been a rule. Y'all was following some nasty motherfuckers down the hall. Literally down the rabbit hole, what a booty hole. That go back into outer space. That should go back into outer space. You become a rocket man, nigga. You become a rocket man. And you get in the back end of the fucking information. What is y'all doing? What's causing this? And then y'all gonna have wives up front, but in the back end, y'all not. I'm calling y'all out to the match. I'm calling y'all out. I'm calling all y'all out. Nigga, I'ma name names now. Now y'all real scared. Y'all gonna try to do something? Y'all gonna try to do something, huh? Like y'all shut up all those other people because y'all was scared, huh? Class is over. God has touched down and he's unplugging you from the system. You will no longer have music. You can't play music. You can't rap. Nigga, you can't even buy a song because the tree was cut off yesterday. They cut off the whole motherfucking tree. They chopped that shit down. God rebuilt the whole new tree. And you know what that means? You cannot, I repeat, you cannot buy music. You can't even sit there and come up with a rhyme because your ass was being a little asshole. He was being a little asshole. You nasty, conniving little fuckers. Dirty ass. Y'all had no morals, no character, no awapele at all, no good character at all. Y'all was just playing the game like it's a fucking game. Y'all was playing it like it's a game. It's not a game. Your soul was really at stake. Hip hop is a war. Hip hop was a way to crown a king who had the best tongue, who had the smoothest fucking verbal command. Nigga, who had it? I'm coming after whoever who has it. Yay. Yay. Shout out king. Nigga, it's somebody crown a king. That nigga did fucking my dark twisted fantasy album. If I want it, I need it. Hey, I can see it slowly drifting away from me. Nothing, if I want it, I need it. I will never ever let you live this down. Down. I can't believe it. I'm seeing rituals in the back end. Big old male orgies, all men. It was all niggas. I was like, where the women? I said, where the bitches at? I was like, where the bitches at? Shoot, that's why I was like, oh my gosh, let me tell y'all a secret. So I don't even know if he knew this, but I think he was hella high one day. So let's just say weed is synthetic or not synthetic, but alchemized version of my pussy juice. It's the pussy of ISIS, period.com. I just want to let y'all know that. And some of the original shit came from the original shit that I created came from Congo. If I can get a hold of that, y'all niggas can get a hold of that. That's the original shit I alchemized back in the day, and I hid the plant. I hid it in the Congo. I hid that shit deep. Shit. What did Frank Ocean say? When the Congo is down. Anyway, I went to comedian Dave Chappelle. He was high one day. I was like, they about to offer you a lot of money, nigga. Just know that if you sell your, I said, if you know, just so you know, if you sell your soul in a dream, I said, if you sell your soul, you ain't getting on this shit, nigga. And I'm gonna leave your ass here. I said, I'm gonna show you hella images too. And you better shut your fucking mouth. But here's the future. I said, here's the fucking future. Here. Shh. Don't tell nobody. I said, don't tell nobody. But they about to offer you hella money. You better not take it. You better run the motherfucking safety. Run the safety because they want your soul for this contract, baby. They see that you got a voice. They want to cut your voice box off and you can't speak in the future. That's when you sell your soul, you sell your voice. You sell your voice box, nigga. And then they put a corporation inside of your body and then start rapping for you and then start talking for you. And then that's when the bitches and hoes come from. They was trying to degrade the black women, degrade them to the point of non-relevancy to make y'all niggas think that, you know, they just want you for your money or nigga. Some of these women were so spiritually rich, they have more money than y'all could even think about. They were rich. These women, especially these black women, because they were they have an Eve genetic. That means if you have the Eve genetic, you have the evolutionary, you have the evolutionary vehicle engineer. So you have a right to go into the male's genetic sequence and make him a king or make him a pauper or make him a clown, nigga. And just so you know, Kevin Hart, your wife, your original motherfucking wife is the whole reason that you got to the point where you at. And then you dropped her like a bad habit because you couldn't fucking control your dick, nigga. You can't control your dick. Huh? You got little man syndrome. She was working on your genetics. And guess what happened? I'm glad y'all good, y'all friends. But guess what? She didn't complete the genetic sequence for you. I saw it. I was like, hey, yo, we putting him on a ship. He funny. They go, no, his genetics isn't complete. He didn't get his crown. This is why it's so important to stay with your fucking wife, nigga. Dummy. It's important to stay with your wife. Whether she black, white, Puerto Rican, Chinese, it don't fucking matter. She's in charge of your genetic sequence. That's how you get the fucking gold ticket, nigga. The black women get a fucking gold ticket, nigga. to go to Willy Wonka motherfucking factory. Dumbass. Y'all dumb. Y'all falling for any motherfucker. You want it? I showed y'all. If y'all really self-inclined, if y'all really motherfucking self-inclined, y'all see what's behind the scenes. These bitches was gooey. That's why they could change their form into anything that they wanted. They was gooey. They was nasty, gooey duck, nigga. They look just like motherfucking. What's that Boba Hut from Star Wars? That big old green blob. That's what they really look like. That's what they really did look like. And I saw this girl on my fucking page. Oh my gosh, on my Prophetess Roseanne page. This girl that I followed. She was sitting in the sun. I was like, you are so fucking beautiful. I was like, damn. You took your shit off and showed me, and I was like, oh, she's beautiful. I was about to comment, but I was like, I don't want to seem like I'm thirsty, but damn, she beautiful. I sent her hella money. I was like, you want to be a queen? I said, you want to be a queen? I was like, here you go, baby. Here you go. You follow me. You like my shit. I was like, I see you, bitch. Here you go. I threw hella money at her. I was like, turn this into whatever you want. Shit. Whatever you want, bitch. Just because you beautiful. I don't want nothing in return. Shit, I just want you to live your life because black women had it motherfucking the hardest. Had our men fucking leaving us real quick too because they controlled the narrative. Talking about these bitches is exotic. Yeah, they exotic. Animals. They exotic animals. They got hella different DNAs inside of them. You don't know what you're gonna get. Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. We had the lion DNA. They had the squirrel. Sorry, father. Sorry, mother. Sorry. I was just kidding. Sure. They couldn't think for themselves if you gave them a nut, nigga. That's why y'all was nutting all up in them because you was trying to store something for winter. Winter's here. Oh, you going to get your nuts or did she spend the money? Did she spend all of the money on herself? And not her kids and not you. She took her and she bought all of the stuff, huh? What did she buy? Did she come to me and say, I want to trade this money into Ita energy so I can get on my game so I can go get this money to go on a plane with you? To go on with you. Nah, baby. Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada. Ah, ah. And to my niggas who stayed with their baby mama, who stayed and didn't allow these bitches to control their fucking dick. You had your little side itch every once in a while, got your little you know, and passed your little seed, had baby, you did. But you respected your baby mama by sticking beside her, even if the narrative was that. Because most of these bitches knew y'all had side bitches and side but they stuck beside you because they know you are worth it. Because eventually you'll become a king. You are worth it. I'm going to put my energy into him because I know that it's going to pay me back in gold. It's going to pay me back in energy and ether. And spiritually, it's going to, because I'm sticking beside my man. Whether it was a narrative you controlled with the fucking public or the narrative that was controlled on the back end. Depending on, I mean, There's so many people who stay with their wives, and then it's hard to have longevity like that. Like, but your career is controlled by the feminine is inside of you because you're inside of her, but publicly she's inside of you, helping you and telling you what to say because she's using her egoon to go get the information ahead of time to provide it to you to spit game. So a lot of this is the feminine was behind the masculine, helping the masculine to finish the test, giving them the answers. Shout out to Snoop, Two Chains, Cube, fucking Denzel stayed with his E40, the old heads that stayed with their wives. If I missed you, I just want to say good for you because some of the stuff that was gonna come in y'all path, if y'all hadn't, would have been death. If y'all was fucking around on you could fuck, as long as y'all had an understanding that forgiveness is forgiveness and move on eventually, so y'all ain't harboring hate and anger, just move the fuck on. The niggas was coded to fuck, like they was coded eventually too because that was their curse. Their curse was learning how to control their snake. The snake in the garden of Eden. Y'all niggas was in the garden. Y'all was in the garden in the original. Y'all was in the garden. I'm gonna have to get off here in a second. Y'all was in the garden and y'all got out and y'all saw feminists. So y'all manhood came earlier. Y'all had wet dreams because y'all manhood came earlier. And when y'all manhood comes so early, it's harder for you to control it until you are of a certain age. Once you get to your old head age, you can start to control it unless you're full of lust. If you're full of lust and you didn't learn your lesson, it's harder to control the snake. So when you go to these other feminines and these other what they're doing is they're stealing your genetics and giving it to their children, and you're replaying the same cyclical nature. So um this is why having somebody who would separate that situation, being like, yeah, she's beautiful, but keep in mind, babe, you have a family, you got this, you got that. Because it's like, if you can't figure out a way to control your snake, you can't go in the mother's garden. Like, you can't be a king because it's all about self-control. Cause I made you use your self-control and you made me lose my self-control, my self-control. Keep a place for me, for me. I'll sleep between y'all, it's nothing, it's nothing. Keep a place for me, for me. Now then you miss it. Sounds make you cry. Some nights you dance with tears in your eyes. I came to visit you. 'Cause you see me like a UFO. That's like never. 'Cause I made you use your self-control and made me lose my self-control, my self-control. Self-control. Control. Real niggas do not deserve pussy. Meaning, talking about pussy. That means you deserve the whole box of chocolates. Come with me. Forrest Gump had a lot going for him. Never without pursuit. I mean, Jenny almost gave it all up for nothing. Never even pushed for the pussy. Where's Forrest now when you need him? Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm telling you. Y'all ain't, I mean, some of y'all ain't got no self-control. It's relevant. It's relevant. The baby. Nigga ain't got no fucking self-control. Getting on there looking like a motherfucking clown now. Damn. Y'all all love them light-skinned girls. I think they're fucking beautiful. Light, dark, Chinese, it don't matter. Women are beautiful. But if you can't see what's really going on, because it's easy to shift the melanin when you dark skinned so they can see behind you and they can see the goddess. But like with Angel, she's gonna have I have to learn her now to train her melanin because it is on a lighter complexion. You have to train the melanin early through eating, what you say, mirror work, candle work, water work. She got to be in the ocean a lot of the times, like at least once a year, got to be in the fucking ocean. We got to do a lot of training for her melanin to shift simply with command. With command. You know, I command my melanin to shift and you see the moon. I command my melanin to shift and you see the sun. I command my melanin and then you see who I am. You'll see who I really am. The spirit within is just a light. It's a beautiful, beautiful, bright light. And this is why I post it on my page a lot, because when I go within the sun, I have a frequency. When I sing from my spiritual, I can create things from light vibrations. It's really fun. That's why I love singing so much. And this is why I love music, because the vibrations that you create through singing can be seen through light. And that's why I keep my frequency on God. I keep my frequency. My soul is always praising God 24/7, nigga. Always. Always. I don't care. I'm always on God's channel. Always. I'm not getting off that channel. I'm praising him. I'm praising him 24 motherfucking 7. I'm not moving. That's what I'm not gonna do, is move from that channel, because God is my light. Why would I move from the light? You know what I mean? Like, why would I move from the light? Talk about my internal God. Internal. God is always in me. God is always in me. No comment. I'm gonna be quiet then. However, you can start to move the frequency of light by your voice. And I was passing this down to my kids. You know, like why a lot of them wanted to be rappers and shit like that. They wanted to control frequency and the vibe. And then they started working on frequency. I was like, you know, you can also, besides with the drums and whatnot, you can actually control frequency through poetry. Gil know that. Hosier know that. Hosier's music is pure poetry. Pure poetry. So it doesn't even matter if the vibe is, the frequency is low, or frequency is, hey, don't show my titties. Hold on. It don't even matter if the music is low. Do do do. You know, I'll be the voice that urged Orpheus when her body was found. Who's Orpheus? Hey, who's Morpheus? Hey, come on. I'll be the dreadful need in the devotee that made him turn around. Why did Orpheus turn around? Why did he turn around? And did he go back to hell? Because he did? I'd be immediate forgiveness and ready to see. Imagine being loved by me. So Orpheus went to go get his girl from hell because she died prematurely. And old girl was like, hey, look, when you coming out of hell, don't look back. Whatever you do, don't look back. And he wanted to see how beautiful his woman was. He was so excited, so he turned around accidentally. And she disappeared back to the underworld. That's why I love his music, because it's connected to the root chakra of the earth, the stories. It's the stories in it that I love the most. It's the poetry. It's like everybody was so addicted to the frequency and trying to maneuver frequency, and they didn't come in with the stories as hard. This is why when dude it's 2 a.m. I'm up in the club. It's his stop right there. When Ron started that shit, bringing the stories back, I was like, yeah. I was like, yes, give me the story. What's behind the saint? What's behind the king? What's behind it? Y'all all giving me this bitches and hoes and shake that ass, and I'm like, yeah, have fun, okay? But give me that story and align it in the destiny and fix it like they did in E5, like they did in E5, how they maneuver time through stories. Oh, I love you. I love. Ooh, let me calm down. These traditions, they're so intelligent. Oh, they are so intelligent. I was praising God one day. I was like, they are so beautiful. Our children are so beautiful. What they did and how they created it. Yeah. Yeah. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. I see you. But how they was maneuvering it and doing that, I just hope that they can get to the point where they respect women. In most of these cultures, they respect women a little bit more instead of demonizing them and beating on them and hurting them and shit like that to give them pain and shit, passing them the pain instead of the pleasure because they want to keep the pleasure all to themselves. I really hope that they know that no matter how beautiful it is, we still got to pay. They still owe a debt to society, and a lot, and some of them ain't coming out on board because of the misogyny and the racism and the shit like that. They're not coming, and I hope that you see the book and see your name not in it, and nigga know that you being turned back to coal, because we got to plug up the hole some way. I mean, how much is your fucking misogyny worth? How much is your fucking shit worth? You know, it really sucks. It really motherfucking sucks. I tell you that for the first, it sucks because I didn't want to see none of my children hurt. I didn't want to see any of them in a false attitude or nothing like that. But their character was fucking up the system. You know, teaming up with the Chinese and whatnot and selling the secrets. They wasn't even like for real, like, giving the old secrets none. They was giving all the future secrets for financial gain. They was giving all of the financial the secrets for financial gain, and that was very disappointing. That was very disappointing when God told me that some of our elders and our leaders were selling our secrets for financial purposes. Very, 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 very disappointing. Like made me want to cry because I looked up to some of these, elders in this, the systems. But then I realized that I respect them, but I don't really follow religion too much because I can't, because they going in a circle. They don't even know the answers or the way. They just going in a circle sometimes. So I'm like, damn, y'all going in this big of a circle, my nigga. So we need to figure out how we could get the fuck out of this circle. And I'm trying to pass people information like, hey, yo, light up. Turn your light on. They trying to tell you to turn the light off so they could reach the stars, my nigga. Why don't you just follow the heat that you got? Your ancestors and stuff. Like just follow that. Jesus is an ancestor. If you feel like you want to worship Jesus or whatever, he was an ancestor. She was an ancestor. So if he died, came back, whatever, it's still an ancestor. So you talking about Jesus is my only light and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But just so you know, you still in the dark. Because you still gotta turn your light on for Jesus to see your light. Otherwise he gonna think you a sheep. So that's on you. And people will get real mad when they talk about Jesus. People get real mad when you talk about Jesus. Being like, you have no idea what you're talking about. All right, I'm not going to regurgitate any other information. However, I need you to look up the original access of who Jesus was and how Jay's wasn't even in the original language and who Jesus really was and how collective consciousness created a new character to be a sacrifice. The sacrifice was they want to change the story, so they need somebody very important to sacrifice so that you will forget who the original character was in the story. The sacrifice. They ate the flesh of that person. They ate the flesh of that person to change time. Those secret, nasty motherfucking lizard ass fuckers changed time by eating my baby flesh. Way back in the day. But I'm not gonna go back in the past and stay in the past because it's about the future. If you don't have key code access to the tree, and you need it, holler. However, there was somebody who was last night on the tree that was trying to access it, and you full gazy, by the way. You fake as fuck. You know exactly who I'm talking about. You was trying to access the tree, act like you some big ass motherfucking producer, nigga. Sit your little ass down. You ain't getting no fucking access. Do you not know what I think? What I know you did? You want me to tell you? You want me to blast it for loudly for people to know? Here you go. Here you go. The father sending it because he said he mad at the music industry. He very mad at the music industry. He said that was supposed to be used to sing your way to freedom, and y'all motherfuckers sang the Pied Piper off the cliff. Y'all sang the fucking shit off the cliff. And I didn't know that a lot of these hip hop individuals met with the FBI and CIA on a regular basis on recorded calls. They said, "What do you want me to sing next?" And they would get the code, and then they would plug it out, and then the music industry would spit it out and be like, "It's number one, number one on the records, number one." Under whose code is number one, nigga? 666 under that code? Yeah, that ain't it. That's why it would come and you would forget that it even existed. Because it was putting you under a spell, nigga. It was putting you under a spell. It was putting under a spell to keep y'all in a loop de loo, a loop de loo, loop de loo, de loop, de loop, putting y'all in a loop de loo, which meant that you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're saying. You just pushing it out. Our niggas sometimes will be so flawless with it and it be in their mind. Like, yeah, it's downloaded. They don't have to memorize nothing. It's downloaded. The FBI files. It's mind control already. They knew what loops would keep black melanin running in a circle. They know what loops to play. And then my niggas in New Orleans bounce came. Started bouncing that ass. Was like, we will recode it with the drums of the woman ass. We will recode that shit. That's why I love New Orleans. That's some real fucking energy. If you could hold the fucking energy from New Orleans up, you a G. You a motherfucking G. You was a G. Freaking Lil Wayne even got motherfucking shot out in New Orleans, I think. Died. Came back. Just a little kid. What do you think was going on there? Who replaced that at the crossroads? Who stopped that from happening? Who was at the crossroads and got a new spirit? Y'all don't know nothing. This shit is hard work. It's real hard. I'm not gonna talk nothing about nothing I don't know. Shit. I was in the dream realm in Memphis before nothing popped off. I was in the dream realm. I lived in Memphis. I lived in the hood with my mama and my real mother in Memphis. That's the first area I got raped in. Brutally. Died. That's the first time I died. No, no, no. Lied. That's a lie. That's one of the first times I remember being replaced and I died. Shit. I drank bleach when I was a kid, died, and got replaced. And what I mean replaced is God came down. God came down, touched down on earth in his motherfucking shit, and was like, fuck that shit. Move. He was like, move. God don't play about me. That's scary, but it's beautiful. He said, move. Because Eve can't die unless I want to. Unless I say it's time. You know, I can't go. I don't want to go. I want to see the income so that I can reprogram the earth. You know, that's what I want. So I can live in peace and harmony on a fucking traveling and giving away money, giving away knowledge and consuming knowledge because I don't know everything. Like I want memories back. Like I want to go visit places so I can get my memory back. That's what I want. I want my full memory, my memory bank. They keep stealing. So I want to activate it at the top of the pyramids. That's what I want. If y'all want to give me a Christmas gift, my memory at the top of the fucking pyramids. I want to reactivate my memory. I have to leave one here so I could bite people who come on my page falsely. That's how I fucking get their third eye quickly. Um, where was I? Hollywood. Hollywood is next. Hollywood is next. Cause y'all motherfucking nasty asses in them trailers was fucking everything, huh? Y'all was fucking everything. Y'all was being downloaded information. You know what? Let me be quiet on that one. Me and Hollywood gonna have a talk later. We gonna talk. I'm trying to get to two. I'm trying to get to two. Where was I? Military men who was murdering all of these girls and these men up in the military just so they could be a murderer. A lot of serial killers turned out went to the military. A lot of serial killers because the military had a way to control the mind and move the body at the same time. And some of these men got addicted to murdering and killing because they wanted to get that thrill back. So they was murdering a lot, and then they became police officers, and police officers was like, "Oh well, we have the right to murder, African American men and women, and all that, and nobody's gonna say anything." And then that tapped into the law because then the military. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the military. Fuck y'all niggas. They're like, stop, you're under breach and blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you and you and you. The top military motherfucking minds. Fuck y'all. And what? Fuck y'all. Come on. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Faking y'all motherfucking death. Y'all dirty motherfuckers and then moving to fucking Cuba and trying to move to all these other places so y'all can get the underground beats. Lying ass niggas. Fuck y'all. Y'all military men. Fuck you. Kiss my black ass. Y'all don't even deserve to kiss my ass. Fuck y'all. Murdering my babies like that in cold blood. They said they would do this. Here, let me tell y'all something. They would do this. They said, hey, we got a 387, we got a 425. We need 4 people to die in this area with 8 liters of blood under 2 code. Hooked it in with the fucking old ass white mason. Hooked it in so that they would have blood on certain areas to cover their crimes. There was just a rape here. I need a 282. Cover it up. 2 niggas, 8 liters of blood on a code 2. A rape. They just committed a rape, and then they needed to cover it up with a distraction. They just the boots on the ground for the elite. That's their army. My army is invisible. They take their souls first, and then they get their bodies, because their bodies get scared when there's no soul. When there's no soul, so I'm not scared. Watch me go put my dress back in, because my hair is still activated, even though it's short. It's still activated. As soon as I put dress in once, like when I did my real dress, twisted my real dress with honey, that activated my hair. And so my snakes is still there. They just want a physical form. They want to get back in physical form. They want to get back in physical form. But I need somebody who's really good at hair. Because I fucking been stolen from so many times. These bitches would do my hair and steal all my motherfucking length. My shit used to be fucking long. These bitches would get in my hair and steal my length. because I kept a lot of gold in my head. When I keep gold in my hair get long. And then when I don't, I get to a point where I don't take care of it because I get to a point where I'm like, oh shit, somebody just gonna steal it again. You know, all my shit used to be fucking long. It was like because we have our original DNA here, a lot of my original DNA, and so we would do it when I would brush it out. It used to be long, so I used to do ponytails. I used to do two big old ponytails, and I would dip it in the river water, and I would comb it through with the river water because the river water had these activating sequences to help my hair to grow, and it would activate the snakes in my head. So I just did two big old ponytails down here. That made me mad. That made me so mad. These bitches was stealing from me from the beginning. As soon as they saw that even my own family would steal my length. You could steal hair. Even if you just like fucking be envious of somebody, you could steal that length. Man, but I ain't gonna be mad about that. Who cares? It's just hair, right? They gotta pay me back and be my slave though. So that makes me happy. They gotta pay me back for stealing. It's either a slave or death. Anyway, the military and the policemen and shit like that. Let's go over their code sequences and shit. So since a lot of them were mass murderers and murderers, they used to go into the programming of people who were mentally handicapped and mentally disabled, and they would make them do wild ass shit so that they could kill them. People whose code based sequences were wide open, they would go into their sequence, make them go wild just so they could do target practice. Just so they could do target practice. And these heavy duty men that be in the military planes and shit like that, they be seeing all kind of wild stuff, but they don't say shit. And then they go home and beat on their wife because they covered in secrets. They go beat on their wife and beat on their kids because they don't know how to get out secrets. They can't tell nobody because then that's opening up the matrix and letting us know that we can code our own destiny. And then on top of that, because we gonna keep going on the secrets, baby. We gonna keep going into the secrets. And then if you killed enough people, you would become the head of the military in the Congress. That means you killed enough people. They had a whole list of it to say if you kill 12, kids or 24 this, 5 black women. They had a whole list of fucking shit to say in order for it to get to this level, you had to do this. Yeah. 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 And the Galactic Federation got so mad that they sent a couple different mercenaries from the galactic perspective and killed the top ranking members of the military. And it was like some of the top motherfuckers, like they not really there. They were replaced. They were replaced. They body and they shit might still be there, but their whole soul is gone. They got a new just robot just walking for them. Ain't nothing in there. They know that the war and murder and shit like that of sequences that aren't yours, that is the top no. Raping, murdering, all that kind of shit. The Galactic Federation is mad at this. This is why they're starting the war earlier. This is why the December 30th was so important. They really not happy. And you got some of the really highest ranking members of the star constellations that are on Earth right now. They on Earth right fucking now. They sent me so many dreams last night, it became a jumble. And one of the dreams, I would say like 80 motherfuckers touched down. And it was like green and blue, like stars, almost looking like it's the 4th of July. Stop. If you do that, you're gonna hurt the break the iPad. But the Galactic Federation and all the members and stuff like that is touching down. They gonna meet. They gonna have this meeting. We gonna see a lot more shit before it get better. It's gonna get worse, but that's fine, right, guys? So I want to go back onto the military stuff really quick because I got a lot of it. Uh, they had access into the Netaru. They had access into going to galactically, uh, not galactically, through portals in the earth to go to time periods and kill and do that kind of stuff and murder and whatnot. They stole access to spaceships, so a lot of these the ships that were here, like the motherboard ship, was oof. The motherboard ship is big. It's humongous. I saw it in my dream last night. It's huge, but nobody knew where it was but me. Nobody knew where the motherboard was. They knew where all these tiny ships were. They knew where all the little ones that crashed Roswell and all that shit. They know the little ones, but they didn't know where the big one was. Because the big one would get hella people off this earth. So they was murdering black women and people in their bed to try to get access to the mothership. Y'all niggas can't get access. Are you kidding me? Y'all would have to go through like a billion different code sequences in your whole body. Y'all don't have access to it. The mother, everybody can't get on the ship. It's like being the Ark of the Covenant. If your ass touch down in the ship, you will disintegrate into ash. And I will use those ash to put on the protection sigil. Duh. Duh.